Hmm.
All right, tell me the story of how you the pizzeria story. I hope there were no animatronics.
They
Oh
do
no,
get a
I
little
wouldn't worry
quirky
about
at
that.
night.
No, I just might be like banned from my local pizzeria, like for life.
What did you do?
No
What was that bad? What did you do?
Well, it's like it's very awkward. Like I don't know, I don't probably not banned, but like I can't never go back. I can't show my face there because what happened is I was gonna order pizza, so I look at my phone and I remembered, oh yeah, this place I'm going to is the last place I went to. I remember that. This is the last absolute place I went to. So I just called it. Because I remember, oh yeah, it's the last thing in my phone. So I called it and said, yeah, I just like one pizza, please, pepperoni pizza, blah blah. And they said, all right, 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool. So I get myself dressed. I actually take a shower, get myself dressed, and I basically like, all right, I'm ready. I can do this. I spent all like 15 minutes, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll be there. You'll be done. I'll pick it up. I go over there, and I basically realized that I haven't ordered anything. They tell me you haven't ordered anything. I'm like, what do you mean? I talked to you on the phone. Like I talked to you on the phone. This not just now. Like I ordered pizza. He's like, you haven't ordered anything. We haven't had a phone call. I'm like, oh, okay. This is strange because I ordered something here, and I explained to them I ordered a pepperoni pizza. They're like, "Oh, we can start now if you want," because they were closing in a bit. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, yeah, let's just start that." And I reordered that pizza there, and I realized maybe I called the wrong place because I looked at the number and I looked it up online and realized this is showing like the address for a pizzeria on the other side of town that I usually go to after like school and stuff. So I've already ordered a pizza from there that they've probably already made, and my brain starts to panic. I start to freak out, and I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Because I know like if you like don't pick up a pizza, you like, or if you don't have a good excuse, like I've seen a person get banned from there before because they was like, "Oh, I forgot," and I was like scared. I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to get banned. I like their pizzas. Oh, what do I do?" So I thought, you know, I'm just gonna come up with an excuse. So I basically message them first on text and say like I can't pick up the pizza, and then they call me. Like they call me on like from their phone, and I'm like shit. So I pick it up and I basically make up the excuse and say, oh yeah, I like crashed. Basically, the car is like totaled. I'm outside the city. It's gonna take 6 hours for me to get in there. You know, to like sort of like make a story like, oh, I can't get into this town. I'm
Oh
so
no.
sorry. And he did not even let me finish.
Oh
He just
God.
hung up. I said like he said like how many hours? I said maybe 6, and I kept talking. And I realized he's already hung up.
Oh god.
So I don't think I can ever show my face at that pizzeria again because they
God
called me
damn.
say we're waiting for you, and I can't go there because they're on the other side of town.
Oh no. The fact that you
Oh
can do
no.
way worse things in restaurants in America and like the employees have to put up with it in most cases.
Um,
A lot of
there's an
corporations are
exception.
just like, no, we need the money. We need
Waffle
the money.
House. Waffle House. Have you seen what happened at Waffle House?
I've heard terrible things happen there. Like all of the violence is at
Once
Waffle
a
House.
person threw a chair at an employee and they perfect parried it. I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, I
This
did
was
hear
one
of
time I met.
that.
Fucking they fucking parried that shit. Oh my god.
Apparently the employee
It
got
was like actually
fired
the video.
or written up. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that
I
up.
didn't hear that part, but like, no, they
No,
didn't
the
throw it
employee
back at them.
gotten
They just
fired
like deflected the chair
or
so
got in trouble.
smoothly. Oh my god.
Yeah, they got in trouble for it, but the manager, I think they might have written them up. The manager was like, "Good on you for defending yourself, but you still broke something." It was like basically what they said.
Hmm.
Just kind of like, ugh, what are you? What else are you supposed to do? There's a chair coming at you. You're just supposed to sit there and just like let your skull get bashed in for like the sake of your job. Really?
Remember when like
Is that what it's come to?
remember when like earlier this year the whole remember, if you were on YouTube, right? Literally anywhere on YouTube in January, you have seen this comment. The Waffle House has found its new host. You remember that? Oh, everywhere. Comment sections were filled up with the Waffle House has found its new host. It was fucking everywhere.
Who's the new host?
Oh no. It didn't mean anything. People just said it.
Oh. That sounds like the internet, just people saying things. We don't know why.
Yep.
Nobody knows. I hope they don't remember you there. I know at Dairy Queen they're starting to remember me, and it's really awkward because every time I go in, I have to place like multiple different orders from like multiple different people with different different ways of paying, because all of my family makes me do it for some reason, and they know my name and they recognize me there, and it's so awkward.
Aw, that is awkward.
It's very awkward too. Oh my god.
Yikes.
They heard my voice. I don't think I can ever go back to that pizzeria.
You just have to put a voice changer on when you go in. Wear like a
No,
mask.
that, or just like wait a couple months. All the employees will probably have left.
I
Oh
hope.
no, they're all the same people. It's a pizza. All pizzerias here are like not company on their local, so like they probably will recognize me.
Oh god.
Oh, well, damn.
Which is
You
why I told my
Probably.
dad, if we ever order something from there,
Y'all
you
told me
go
were
in.
recording this.
You have
Y'all told me
to.
you were recording the story. Is this like going up on YouTube or something? I don't mind if it is.
Yeah.
Just wondering. Oh, sweet. Tell me
Oh my
Chandler
God.
Ford's over.
You should go in and confess your sins to them. It's like I have confession to make. like you're
Oh,
like
name is
you're
Walter. My name is
confessing to the police.
Walter Hartwell White. This is my confession.
wait till you're on like your deathbed and you
boy.
call up the pizza place and you're like you tell them what
I'm
you
sorry. I was the one. I was the one
Oh,
who
God.
ordered it from the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
What's so awkward is that if I just went into that pizzeria, I probably would have gotten a better deal too. Because when I went to, I paid like $12 for like a small pizza.
Oh my god, that's what it's like
And
here.
like at the other place, I could have gotten like 2 pizzas for $12.
Wow. Not anymore, never again.
Yeah, no, I'm not going back there. I feel so guilty and so ashamed. I'm not going back there.
It's okay. It's not
If we
your
ever
fault.
order from there, I'm just gonna say you go in.
I confuse
It's
stuff like that all the time.
I was under panic. Yeah, it's like I was under panic. I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I didn't want to. I wanted to go back there at some points. I just did that. But I've learned that I should probably just own up to the mistake because I think I've just made it worse.
Yeah. One time I ordered online at Wendy's and then I went to the wrong location because I let Wendy's pick the location and I didn't realize it was the one that was further from my house until I got up to the drive-thru and they're like, "Are you sure you didn't place it at a different location?" And I was like, I parked, I canceled the order and I went back around the building and I ordered the same thing and I didn't say anything and I think they knew it was me.
Oh no. It's stuff like that. It's like awkward
my.
situations make me scared. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, as soon as it's like even on TV, if I see an awkward moment in a movie, I'll like switch the movie. Like I'll shut it off. I can't handle it. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Oh my
It's
god.
okay. I've done a lot of awkward things, and I like to think that as I mature, it lessens, but it doesn't. Because now you're mature and you should know better.
No
I
way.
still like with like friends and family. I don't panic at all. But like with like strangers that like I've kind of seen once or twice.
Oh my god, I know.
Tell me
Like
about
I
it.
don't know what they're gonna be like. I'm just scared. Like I don't know what they're gonna react to. I don't know how they're gonna react. What do I do? I don't want them to spit in my food. Fuck. What do I do? And I just panic immediately.
I just got my car fixed and I had to have somebody like drive me up there to go pick up my car and nobody wanted to because nobody was feeling good. No one felt like driving. And then I was told to just like, we call them and tell them like, can you just hold it for one more night and get it the next day? I'm like, I cannot. I am. You want me to call them and ask them to just let my car sit there? I was about, if I had money, I would have Ubered there, but all of my money fixed the car.
that sucks.
Yeah, but my brother took me. I had like free stuff on Dairy Queen. I was like, hey, if I give you all of my free stuff on Dairy Queen, will you go let me pick up my car? And he took me.
Aww.
And yeah, they recognized me when I walked in. They ran the bag out to me, and I was like, oh god, I have to order more.
Oh no.
It all tied into the same day too.
Oh.
And it was
Jesus.
yesterday. But I'm glad I have my car back.
It's always good to have one's car.
That first car is like the most important thing. Always treasure your first car. Because apparently the second one's not the same from what my friends have told me.
I've never owned one, so I don't know.
Oh,
I've never
man.
really needed to.
Really?
Hmm.
You kind of need to here.
Yeah, I live in Scandinavia.
If you walk places, you either have to like walk on the road
We
or
take-
you're like walking in like woods equivalent,
No.
like ditches and mud and water, heavy trees.
If I need, I just go across the town. If I need to go further, I just take the bus. They all connect around and go around. The same with like
Oh,
the
yeah.
monorail, and then there's also metros in the bigger cities. Like we can get around very cheaply, very fast.
I wish it was like that here. There's really not much. There's not much walking or bike. If you
If I need to
bike on the
get-
road, it's very scary because people will just like honk at you because they have to go around you and it's kind of dangerous.
Oh, not here. We have something called the bicycle highway, which we have a basically on the left one side of the road, it'll be like the place you walk. People walk. Even on highways, people places to walk.
My
And then
God.
on the other side will be basically like a road for bicycles, and in the middle is the normal road with the 2 lanes.
I've only seen a guy walking by a highway one time, and it was when we were going to South Carolina. It was like a 7-hour trip or something like that. And there was a guy walking,
to
and
send you a
all of
picture,
us
'cause
all of
it
us went like,
looks-
that guy. Oh man, that guy's really risking it. Because you never know, what a car can do. You know, somebody could get into an accident and go flying right into him. Like, it's just not worth the risk. Everyone's going 70, and he's just like walking
Over
along.
here, that's impossible. Because you have like you both the walk path is a ditch between it, so like the road with the 2 lanes on each side, like 1 2 1 2, and then there is well, depending on which way you're going, because usually there is just like 2 lanes go one direction, 2 lanes go the other direction, right? There's not like this and
Yeah.
that, but there's always walkway, ditch, road, ditch, and then the bicycle road.
Wow, I
So
wish
you can
I wish
go
we could
between
do that.
cities on like bicycle,
Oh god.
or if you don't want
to
to
get
do
to the
that
city
and
here
you
is
don't want to spend money on gas, you could pay like $12 and you just take the train that like go miles up to the next city, and then just do, because the entire train system goes through the entire country as well, so you just go anywhere by train, bus, or bicycle,
That's
or
so
even both
cool.
sometimes.
For real, for real.
That
Because
is
at
really
least in my
cool.
region, I can even go on a boat, because there is a lot of boats that go across my entire region throughout the country. Because in the 16 or 1700s, we got like 160,000 Russians to dig this huge river that's now like a very huge, biggest river in Scandinavia that goes through the entire sort of my part of the country all the way through to the other parts. So you can maybe use a boat to go across the entire place as well.
That's really cool. Like, we don't, as far as, I mean, I've never been on a boat before, aside from one that was like docked and I almost vomited. I don't want
As
off
a
the
kid, I
boat
had a lot
now.
of sickness.
Yeah, I used to
Haven't
get
vomited in, like,
motion
5
sick so
years.
bad when I was, dude, I haven't thrown up since I was like a kid, like really
Same.
young.
I still am technically a kid, because, yeah, still in high school, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the thing with boats, though, you get used to it. Because I used to be really seasick as a kid. I went on a
Yeah.
trip once, I remember, and I was just really sick. But when my brother lived in like a foster home, I remember I visited him and we slept on a boat one time. And it's like after that night of sleeping on the boat, I got used to like the sort of slow movements up and down. And And now if I'm on a boat, I don't get sick.
I always wanted to go to Bora Bora when I was younger, but I always thought like, oh, I'm never gonna make it there because you have to like fly a plane to a certain place and then you have to take a boat to the island because it's too small for planes. But I think now that I'm older and I don't have anxiety as bad, I could definitely handle a boat ride, especially if it was for something that I've always wanted to do like that.